Hi, my name is Mia Ehrman, and I'm going to be demonstrating the Rogers Group Construction Management System. So basically, this is an application that the foremen are going to have with them on the job site to be able to access the Oracle Time and Labor, Oracle Projects, and Oracle Equipment EBS application systems on location. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to log in using their EBS username and password. They're going to be able to have the same user experience as if they're using a clipboard on location, when in actuality they're using a tablet. So you won't require tons of training for them to be able to use the application. They could use the keyboard, they could use the S Pen, so it's very intuitive for them to really just adopt the application quite quickly. The first thing we're going to see is for each foreman, they're going to have their projects, and each projects are going to have their tasks, so they could quickly navigate, see which tasks they have to do for the day, and once they choose their tasks, they're going to get to the project dashboard where they can automatically see, get directions to the job site, see what the weather is like, what the location is like, if there's a heat index or heat warning, so they'll be aware of that to keep their crew properly hydrated. And they could automatically enter the quantity installed, put in a quick description of the work, and of course sign off on the work. Now, when they save it, this could be saved to the device, and when they click sync, this will actually sync back to the EBS system through Auraplayer, which will not necessitate them to actually redevelop anything in the EBS system. This is a one-to-one live running of the EBS system from the tablet. For instance, when we go into labor to actually look at the crew members that are working on this task, this is actually accessing the Oracle EBS system from the tablet, and it's going to query all the crew members for this specific job and the weekly total of hours that they've worked on the job thus far. So when I can quickly enter the hours worked per employee on the specific job, I see that it can give me a quick tally. Now, the big difference that this is going to make in the lives of the foreman is where until today, the process of entering the time and labor management used to be something that they would do on pads and paper. Then they would have to go back to the office, enter it into the system. So until they would get their actual reporting, it would take something like a week or two till they would actually see the budgeted time versus the real actual time. Whereas now, if they would simply go back to the dashboard, they could look at their projections right from their app. So if we were to look at the project reports, I could actually see what are my planned and budgeted unit and labor hours versus what I have worked on today. So I could first see a gauge of what is my labor hours versus my planned labor hours. I could look at it per task, and I could see my planned versus actual. Now this actually gives me the opportunity of doing online live reporting versus my EBS system. That's the power of being able to open up the black box of EBS and bring it into the hands of the foreman on location. Now this is all possible using Oracle's mobile framework to show us the graphing capabilities, and using Oracle's mobile cloud to enable these APIs to the field. The second report is an actual online report to access one of the most critical reports for them. Now the beauty of this was that it didn't even exist in their EBS system. This is a report that actually gives them the scale tons of how much gravel is being used on each project task. And this was something that shows the productivity of the crew on a minute-by-minute basis. And the beauty of this is is that the team themselves thought this would be a good idea to add to the application, and within hours they had created for themselves their own APIs by recording the business process using Auraplayer themselves and mobilize this to a simple HTML page through Oracle's mobile cloud. In summary, as you could see, this application is a very rich application that's using a combination of SoftBank's methodology and templating to build a rapid application for mobile in a series of sprints using the cutting-edge technology of Oracle Mobile Framework and Oracle Mobile Cloud to provide the mobile backend as well as the mobile development tools, and using Auraplayer's unique technology to be able to open up the black box of the Oracle EBS business processes in a matter of hours so that any business process that is existing in the EBS could be plugged into mobile cloud service and available to them to build mobile apps on top.